Holding our heads high, the strength of a people who survived. To be Jamaican is to come from a lineage of endurance. Our story did not start on a plantation, but the chapter that tried to define us did. Between the 1600s and 1834, hundreds of thousands of Africans were forcibly brought to Jamaica through the transatlantic slave trade. They were captured, chained, and sold to work sugar, coffee, and banana estates to build wealth for European empires. The system was designed to break both body and spirit. Records and oral histories tell us how our ancestors were mutilated as a tool of control. People were whipped, branded with hot irons, had limbs removed as punishment for running away or resisting, and were worked to death in the cane fields. Families were separated on auction blocks. Languages were banned. Names were stripped away and replaced. It was clear. The goal to erase who we were so we could be made into property. Alongside the violence came a second tool: forced religion. Under slavery, African spiritual practices, languages, and community structures were outlawed. Enslaved people were told that accepting Christianity was the only path allowed. In many cases, it was presented as convert or face. Punishment. Missionaries came with the plantation owners, and churches were built on estates. The Bible was used to teach obedience and submission. Another tool of deception, forcing us to obey our colonizers and accepting their white God as our own. Traditional African beliefs, ancestral practices, and ways of healing were demonized. Over generations, many were pressured to take on a religion that was not originally their own, not as a free choice, but as a condition of survival in a system where the alternative was continued brutality. And yet, we survived. That survival is why Jamaicans should hold our heads up high today. They tried to break us, but they could not kill the ingenuity, music, food, language, and spirit that we carried. From the brutality of the whip came kumina, revival, and the drum. From the fields came patois, a new language forged from many African tongues, English and Spanish. From stolen labor came wealth that built nations, and from that same pain came the fight for freedom. In 1834, slavery was legally abolished in Jamaica. In 1962, we gained independence. Since then, we have taken what was meant to destroy us and turned it into culture the world respects. Our music, reggae, dancehall, ska, speaks to struggle and triumph. Our food, our humor, our faith, and our resilience are proof that the attempt to erase us failed. Holding our heads up does not mean pretending the pain did not happen. It means acknowledging it fully, naming who was responsible, and then refusing to be defined only by it. It means teaching our children the true history, both the mutilation and the resistance, both the forced conversion and the way our people blended, resisted, and made faith their own on their own terms. From Mile to Revival to Rastafari, we are descendants of people who were told they were nothing and still built a nation. We are descendants of people who were told to be silent and still created a voice, the world listens to. So we walk with pride, not arrogance, but pride. Pride in the ancestors who endured. Pride in the fact that despite theft of land, labor and history, we are still here, still creating, still healing, still building. The tyranny failed. We are still standing, and that is why our heads are up. We are survivors. We are Jamaicans. May the blessings of our ancestors fall upon each and every one of you. Happy Independence, Jamaica.